All right, hello everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. My name's Peter, just like always. You know, I'm just not sure about this anymore. I've had my fun, and I think it might be time. That's a little better. Ooh. What do you guys think? Yes. Hello, my name's Peter, and my face is plain again. But, sorry, I like making funny faces into the camera. How? Anyways, but this also I'm a little bit fed up with. So maybe. And then just like that, I think. What do you guys say? A little better? I mean, I'm ready to not have to deal with all of that stuff that used to just be like hanging off my head. It's a good change. I know, at least here where I'm at, winter is not exactly over yet, so I'll have to put on a hat and a scarf and stuff when I go outside because it feels all cold now. But I like it. I was ready. I was. I didn't do anything fancy. I didn't do all the weird dyeing and everything first like I did last time. But you might find it interesting to know that I do still have this, which if you see here, if I can get this open, I have a one braid from that last time that I did that. The last time I cut my hair. I didn't keep a memento this time, but I still have this, which smells. The hair dye they use is weirdly fruity smelling. It smells good. I don't know why, but I kept that for some reason. I know it's weird, and it's not stopping me. I still have it. That's my hair. That's me right there. It's okay. Anyways, I have some fan mail people sent. Let's see here. First thing, someone named Objectorer sent this saying, they work. Objectorer. P.S. I loved tutorial video. I'm glad you liked tutorial video, whichever one that was. They have some Bluetooth headphones here. Very cool. I guess you can charge them right here. And then here's like a power bank, which this is actually very useful. I like these. I have another one of these, but you can never have too many for when you're on the go, when you're traveling. The worst feeling is feeling like you're running out of juice in your phone or other electronics, I guess. All right, very cool. Thank you for the assorted electronics Objectorer. Guess you could put that around your neck like that, and then pop these little guys into your ears. I feel a little bit weird popping someone else's headphones into my ears, but maybe I'll sanitize them first. I don't want to get some weird earborne disease or infection. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but I'm weirdly more paranoid about that than I am about other things that I probably should be more paranoid about. It's okay. Thank you for those. Also, we have here some a custom-made pack of cards, it looks like. This guy has sent me some stuff before. I think he has an art class. Chad. And these are cards made by his art students. I'm not gonna look at every single one of them right now, but as you can see, there is a great variety here, and they're all really cool. They got names on the backs of them. 4th and 5th grade, it looks like. Maybe I can. Anyways, look at all these. Really cool. artist trading cards. I mean, it's a thing. I don't know if these kind of trading cards, if they were all given right to me and I didn't give them one, but really cool. They're all like double-sided and everything, vibrant, different. It's a good idea. I like it. And artist trading cards, you know, like a trading card size, that's such an approachable and unintimidating size to make into art. I like it a lot. Also, someone named Cole here on Instagram, ColeK81, sent a really nice letter with some cool drawings, maybe some abstract comics, I think. Thank you for sending these, Cole. Fun to look at, read through. Nice sketch here. These are the originals, by the way. Really cool. Send in the originals. That is, you know, like, that's special. It is. Look at these. Thank you and good night. I can tell Cole's having a good time with these. Thank you, Cole, and thank you for the letter. Also a letter from Katrina M. Nebula, who goes by Dark Nebula. Instagram art, the art of Dark Nebula. A couple of zines here with a nice letter, which I might get into a little bit more in a minute. It says, I'm not sure exactly what these zines are about, but they're very, I don't know, is describing them as a little bit metal, a little bit kind of, I mean, I guess you see in this one what I mean by a little bit metal. I guess when the only color besides black and white you use is red, it's easy to, you know, it gets a little bit crazy. But I can see that these are packed with emotion, which is cool. Definitely very cool. Nice glossy paper here. Quality stuff. Quality stuff. Thank you for sending me these. Bound with red thread even. Look at that. Commitment. Very cool. Thank you for sending me these. Thank you for the letter, which I've already read and is really nice. And then one more thing we're going to look at today is, along with this postcard from Joshua Ray Stevens, came this book that Joshua made, which you can see here is incredibly well made. Look at the gloss, like the subtle off-white texture. Severed Limbs, this book is called. And the edges of the pages are colored. And looking through this book, I was just embarrassed by the quality of my own books that I've put out. I mean, how do you even make a book this cool? I don't know, maybe, I mean, obviously I'm happy to have this and honored and humbled. This book is probably very expensive. I don't know. Books I make, I don't think are that expensive. Just trying to get them out there into people's hands. But this here is in my hands. Look at this. Incredible artwork in here. It's like some sort of graphic novel. Really cool. I'm not sure what this story is about. I never really read the stories in these type of things. I just like looking through them, looking at the lines. Very cool line work in here. This is a high quality production. Thank you for sending me this, Joshua. The first section is in full color, and then it goes to black and white. But I mean, all of it, I mean, technically every page is in color, because they've all got purple on the edges. But I mean, just look at it. It's really cool. I mean, I could see this in like an actual comic book store, you know? They always have like weird, random, like indie stuff you haven't seen before packed away in the corners and stuff. I feel like I could see myself grabbing that out of there, walking out of a comic book store with this. I don't know. It's nice. Really nice. Also, if you've ever sent me fan mail and it hasn't made it into a video, I apologize. I probably got it. I probably received it, absorbed it, appreciated it, and just didn't put it in a video for one reason or another. Who knows? I apologize for that. And it could still happen in the future. Here's a thank you card. It says many thanks. says, here's a quick 5-second doodle of you I did enjoy. I love watching your videos while I'm drawing. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks for all the amazing art you put out there. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year, and I wish you all the best. Your virtual pal, Caitlin. I love this little doodle. If this really took 5 seconds, I am impressed. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You know, this actually didn't look that much like me before I got a haircut just now. Maybe it's a prophetic picture. I got this when my hair was still long and I still had a weird shaggy beard. How did Caitlin know? Anyways, thanks for all the mail, everybody. Also, I want to say one thing, if I can just rant for a minute about sleeves with buttons and stuff like that. Like, what's the deal with how they button up right here on the side of your sleeve and kind of also on the bottom, so that when you put your arm down on something, specifically on a desk, the button is kind of under your arm, right? What's with that? I wish they'd button up maybe like right here, because I keep on like having my arm on my desk trying to work the mouse, but then it's like annoying because there's like a button right here, and I'm like always like trying to rotate my sleeve around so my arm's not resting on the button. And is my camera focused on me? Why is my camera focused on the stuff behind me? Come on. Okay. Anyways, I'm saying, let's go draw. Let's go draw now, okay? Enough tomfoolery. All right. So we're starting a little drawing here, but I want to go back to this letter that Katrina wrote. She's the one that sent me a couple of her little zines there. It says, "Dear Peter, I'm a big fan of you and have been subscribed for a while. I've been very inspired by you and thought to give you some of my zines with my artwork in it. However, I had a question. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and when I was younger, I used to rip and tear up my drawings because of how upset I would get with myself, mainly because I was terrible academically wise, and it made me upset that I was only good with art and nothing else. So my question is, have you ever felt the same way at one point? What would your advice be? I no longer tear my artwork up, but I thought it would make a good topic for you to talk about." From Katrina. Thank you. First of all, thank you for the letter, Katrina. Thank you for the art you sent and everything. It is a good topic to talk about, I think. And of course, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything that was going on in your life, in your mind. I don't know all your feelings and stuff. I personally have gone through some bouts of depression. Thankfully, I'm glad I never felt like tearing up my drawings. I mean, I don't know if I've ever really torn up a drawing. I've thrown them away sometimes. I rarely throw away completed drawings. Sometimes I start a drawing, and if I just don't like it, usually near the beginning of the drawing, I throw it away and start again a new one, which is just trying to get into the groove of something I'm enjoying a little bit more, right? But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to tear up your drawings. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of, I think art can be a great way to cope and vent, scribble out something, throw it away, move on. Maybe you feel a little bit better afterwards. Nobody gets hurt. I think one of the reasons why I never tore up my drawings is, I don't know, maybe I had this weird sense of pride that was kind of going through me that kept me from tearing them up, because I thought one day, I watch all these like documentaries, on famous people and artists and stuff, and even, I don't know, I just thought maybe there'll be a documentary about me one day and they'll need these drawings. I shouldn't tear them up, probably weird pipe dreams like that, just daydreaming about stuff that even like a long time ago, just like I used to lie in bed when I was on a soccer team and I would daydream about, I would fall asleep just daydreaming about being the best goalkeeper in the world. I would just daydream about diving across the goal. I was never even a goalkeeper when I was on a soccer team. I was only defense. I was never a good enough goalkeeper. They would never put me in goal. Anyways, but you know how you daydream about being the best at something? I always daydream about being a good artist. I think that's the only thing that kept me from destroying a lot of my art, for posterity's sake. But if you have to destroy some art, it's okay. I'm obviously not encouraging you to destroy art. It's best if you keep it around. Regardless, I'm glad to hear you're not tearing up your artwork anymore. It's good. I mean, artwork, if you're just drawing on pieces of paper, that stuff doesn't take up very much space. It's easy to stockpile a lot of that, put it in some portfolios. You can get like little things at the art store or whatever. You can just slide them into little plastic sleeves in a book, and then easy to store. And then sometimes it's cool to not look at them for a long time, and then wait a few years, look back on them, see how far you've come, see what's changed about you, see what's changed about your art. Sometimes you don't know stuff about yourself by looking at your art at the present, but then you look back a few years later and you're like, wow, I was in a weird place, or I was doing weird things with my art, with myself. My life was so weird, Sometimes you're too close to things. As they're happening, you don't understand it, but a little bit of retrospection can reveal a lot. So it's nice to keep art for those reasons. But if you're just doing art for yourself, you're drawing it, you make it, and then if it makes you feel even a little bit better to rip it up afterwards, what the heck? If on the other hand, it makes you feel worse, you feel awful and you're sitting there ripping up your drawings and then you feel worse afterwards, that's not as good, That's just a frustrating time, and I'm sorry you went through that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just part of the process. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. It says here that it made you upset that you were only good with art and nothing else. I feel like it's kind of the same for me too. I've had a lot of hobbies and interests throughout my life, but I feel like drawing is the only thing that hasn't been a phase, right? I've loved drawing for a long time, far before any point in my life when I thought I could be an artist. I never planned on being an artist. I was just some guy that liked drawing. And I've liked drawing for a long time. And sometimes it was like, it's times in my life when I was totally aimless and lost and listless, and I didn't know where I was supposed to go, what I was supposed to do with my life. But, I like sitting down and drawing for a little while. That was one thing I always liked doing. So, I can relate to that. So, I don't know. If you like drawing, then do it. I don't know if this really helped at all, but anyways. I hope you continue to feel better and enjoy your art making. Don't take it too seriously. Sometimes I have the problem with taking it too seriously. I find myself in this position now where I feel like I've been given this great opportunity, right? I've somehow gotten to the point where I can support myself through making art full time, right? And I feel like sometimes I'm not making the most of it, right? And now I'm telling myself, Peter, you have this opportunity to just sit there and be creative as possible. And you're just sitting there. Instead, you're just sitting there drawing these dumb little doodles over and over. And you're just drawing these pictures. They all look the same. And you're making these videos. And they're just you're sitting there drawing. I'm like, Peter, you should be doing so much more, Sometimes I feel like if I get too much caught up in some of these thoughts, they could really start to frustrate me too much. You don't know. Maybe I could start tearing up my drawings. It's easy to get inside your head too much. So sometimes it's good to think about things. Sometimes if you think about things too much, you get into trouble. Sometimes it's good to just sit there and draw instead of moving backwards. All right. That's all the partial, half-baked wisdom I have for you today. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. All right.